morning show ever hit the atmosphere. Let's be clear, there's plenty others that do it B.I.G. But keeping it a buck though, none to get you up though like GMG. With all the news and real point of views you can use, light and heavy topics we peruse, even a laugh or two. What you talking? Good morning, gang, be the issue. And take your friends and them can and all come on in, tune in. You ain't gonna want them in state, and even the trolls and haters that hate us, we end up being their favorite. Cause from 8 to 10, we get it in, believe that. I mean, from where else could you go when you a part of the show? Definitely GMG, cause when you show love, we show love back. First thing in the morning, we get you through, so after the yawning, wash up and wipe your face, get your snacks to come on in, get comfy, but most importantly, in all caps, what do we have here? I don't know, probably the best morning show ever hit the atmosphere. Let's be clear, there's plenty others that do it B.I.G. But keeping it a buck though, none to get you up though like GMG. With all the news and real point of views you can use, light and heavy topics we peruse, even a laugh or two. What you talking? Good morning, gang, be the issue. And take your friends and them can and all come on in, tune in. You ain't gonna want them in state, and even the trolls and haters that hate us, we end up being their favorite. Cause from 8 to 10, we get it in, believe that. I mean, from where else could you go when you a part of the show? Definitely GMG, cause when you show love, we show love back. First thing in the morning, we get you through, so after the yawning, wash up and wipe your face, get your snacks to come on in, get comfy, but most importantly, in all caps,
Aha! Here I be! It's me, Big Phil Speaks, huh? Listen, good morning to ye. Good morning to ye. It's Monday morning, November 20th, 2023. What other place you would rather be but right here on the Good Morning Gang, or with the Good Morning Gang morning show to turn your morning up and out right. You feel me? Listen, brought to you by GMG, the Good Money Gang. Brought to you by Big Phil Speaks. Listen, have at it. Man, listen, it's been a wonderful, wonderful weekend. A lot went on. We're going to talk about it. How y'all feeling today? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Let's see who's in here today. Neighbors and family and mob and friends. We got Papa True Guns in the building. Salute. Bab Wilson, good morning. Rich, good morning. Afro Latina, Night Rider, the home team. GMG, Southeast Slimmy is, huh? Who else we got in her? Sabrina T is in the place to be. What's up, her? We got Mrs. Ryder. She came through riding heavy. Whoa, she's in the building. J-Man 130, that good HR team is in the building. Phil late because he wanted to have a heart-to-heart. Is there a heart in the house tonight? stand up. I'm sitting the hell down. I don't know what you're talking about, J-Man. I don't know what you're talking. Good morning to ye. Miss A-Block, the second third of the HR team is in the building. D-Blade is in the building. Salute. Shari Clark. Good morning, good morning, good morning to ye. Huh? Welcome in the building. T Hustle, aka T516NYC. Good morning to ye. Huh? You love the intro. Thank you, darling. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. No regarding pretty pause land. Why the intro so long, bro? Keep it 30 seconds. Let's get to business. Don't be rushing me. Don't be rushing me. Listen, I started what I want. It's like, nah, it's all good. The bird, good morning to ye. Established, she's in the building. Good morning, good morning. The real Packy Reek, reeking of that good pack is in the building. Charlie Hustle. Charlie Hustle. Tina B. Marie, my Summer Hills compadre, is in the building. Not the PPA Punani 20. What? Sha Love, she's in the building. Good morning. Free in the place to be, Jeffrey. What's up with it? Huh? Good morning. BB, she's in the building. Good morning. She come in talking about some damn New York Giants. How about them Cowboys? What? Packy reeking of that good pack in the building. Uh-oh, Keisha Hall can have herself a ball if the assets are in order. Uh-oh, I see King Me now in the building. Byron, I see you. It was something I saw in the comments besides J-Man comments. What was the other comment? Did they remove it? Somebody said something I saw while the intro was going on. It don't matter. Y'all bugging. They know who they was when they said it. They bugging. Anywho, let's get to it. Let's get to it. How y'all feeling this morning? Are you feeling blessed, highly favored? Did you get some rest, or did you stay up all night pondering, wondering, and being in the middle of bullshittery? Huh? Was you able to get some good night's sleep or rest? Huh? Oh, happy birthday, Packy Reek. Good morning happy birthday to ye. Listen, if you're in here today, you're blessed. If you woke up this morning and you ain't in here, you're still blessed. Because guess what? God saw fit to open them eyes for you, to get you up out of that bed, to be able to blink and wipe the crustaceans outside your lip and all that other good shiggity. You hear me? So you feel blessed because you got one more day to try to get it right. You hear me? Make the most of it. And while you at it, plan, plot, and strategize so that if you're blessed enough to see tomorrow, you'll make it an even better one than today. That part right there. Uh-oh. T Hustle talking about morning exercise. What type of exercise you doing with T Hustle? Hey, Ty. Hey, how you doing? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Look, Rich be on all. I see you, Rich. Rich be moving. Rich be moving. Listen, I'm going to start out with the NFL scores to get it out the way, because I know y'all didn't come for all that. I know y'all didn't, but we going to have at it anyway, just for un momento, por favor. So we going to make it snappy-nappy. You feel me? Share the screen. Good morning. Yeah. Aha! Here we go. Y'all come on over to the good YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, the NFL scores for the week go as follows. On Thursday night, the Ravens beat the Bengals. 34-20, huh? The Raiders lost to the Dolphins yesterday, 13-20. Dolphins beat the Raiders 20-13. Let me say that correctly. The Jaguars, beat the Titans 34-20. 14. The Texans beat the Cardinals 21-16. The Browns beat the Steelers. No wonder I ain't hear from a certain individual who's kind of quiet yesterday. I wonder why. The Browns beat the Steelers 13-10. What? The Lions overcame the Bears 31-26. The Green Bay Packers beat the Chargers 23-20. Huh? Did I say the Texans beat the Cardinals 21-16? If I did, I didn't. They did, huh? The New York Giants, all my New York friends and family. Listen, the New York Giants, they finally did their thug thizzle. Beat the Washington Commanders 31-19. Shout out to the New York Giants. You feel me? The Buffalo Bills just smashed the Jets 32-6. Broncos skated past just by the hair on their chin. Beat the Vikings 21-20. That looked like that was a rumble. That looked like that's a rumble. The Rams, the same thing. Barely skated past the Seahawks 17-16. Looked like that might have been a rumble. The 49ers beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 27-14. The Bucks, I don't know what's up with the Bucks. Look like they out of money. You feel me? Now the game that I like to leave for last. You feel me? My boys, the Cowboys, smashed the Panthers 33-10. Huh? And y'all know what I like to say. How about them Cowboys? Yee! You feel me? Now, there's another game tonight that I'm going to be interested in. Tonight at 8:15, you got the Philadelphia Eagles playing the Chiefs or whatever the case may be. We're going to see what that do, Philly, my Philadelphia peoples. Talk about fly high with them pigeons. You know what I'm talking about? We're going to see what it do. But that's enough of the NFL scores right here, right now on the Good Morning Game Morning Show. Y'all come on over to the good YouTube. What y'all doing over here? Okay, let me get it right there. Paggy Reek, how you got the Eagles sign up there, Paggy Reek? Them pigeons, huh? So don't hate, participate. Listen, that's what I tell y'all all the time. Participate in the celebration of the Cowboys, doing what they do. You feel me? Sabrina C is in the place to be. Listen, we about to have us a good time. By now, y'all all know Diddy done paid that money. He done paid that bread, huh? He done paid that do-re-mi. It was all over the internet. Since the last time we've talked, it's been all over the internet. Some people said, oh, she just on a money grab. She just wanted to grab. But before she filed the lawsuit, she was offered 30 mil tickets. And she didn't take it, allegedly, according to her lawyer. But he turned around after she filed that within 24, maybe 48 hours. I believe it was 24 hours. Like, here, have that. Shut the figgity up and have it. And a lot of people looking side eye. Some people like looking side eye at her, like, oh, she just wanted money the whole time. But that's the thing with a lawsuit. Lawsuit usually involves money, but I think it was more principles in the situation. A lot of people looking side eye at old Puff Daddy, old P Daddy, old Diddy do, dumb Diddy do, that he done paid out this money and undisclosed settlements to Miss Cassie in this situation. I'ma say this, right? Even though we'll never know the terms of the settlement, or probably we'll never know. We might know one way or another. Talking about the Cowboys still lose to the Eagles. Shy Love, if you don't go sit down somewhere, you ain't even from Philly. If you don't stop the bullshittery. Puff used one of my moves. Hurry up and pay before somebody hit. I wish the hell I ever would. Man, hey, Charlie the Troll, listen. I'm going to say this, right? Um, the excerpts of her complaint that I read on Friday's live, which was eerily and spookily bothered the whole time I was live, is only the tip of the iceberg. I have since received and read the 35-page document that was filed in regards to the lawsuit. I'll say this: it's a lot. It's a lot. Supposedly, allegedly, in that document, she had, I think, at least 11 witnesses to these acts. Some names were named, some not. It's a lot more to this situation than meets the eye. And of course, this is her side. This is her side. Her telling her, you know, of events that she said happened or whatever the case may be. A lot of people, even still, why now? Why now instead of later? I mean, instead of before. Again, I feel as though, one, with that act that New York passed that allowed for these filings to happen up until, I think, around Thanksgiving or whatever the case may be. That, along with the times changing, the times changing, and along with times changing comes the changing of the guard, meaning certain people that are in power in certain places, and certain people that might have been paid off, or certain people that might have been in places to keep things on hush might not be around no more. That it makes it easier, and Cassie might have felt safer, and this might be her last shot to say something, do something, or get some sort of vindication or whatever the case may be. And a lot of people's like, well, why she settle out? Why she settle out? I think the damage is done by her filing the lawsuit, because what happens is that 35-page document is all around the internet. So no matter what she can't say anymore, that document is able to speak for her forever, because there'll always be somebody that has a copy of that document. And allegedly, there are other people that have had encounters or issues with Brother Love throughout these years. Not necessarily the same type of issues or encounters, but encounters or issues nonetheless. And I think that with everything that's going on, the Tupac situation out west, this Cassie situation, and different other things that we've kind of heard, the rumblings, the whispers, the rumors about, he's gonna forever have a jacket kind of put on halfway. He don't got it all the way on just yet, because there's been no convictions or whatever the case may be, but he got the sleeve on right about now. He's going, and unfortunately he's gonna have to wear that sleeve. Jaleel, that part right there, the goal was to expose him and get money. Two birds with one stone. Jaleel, you on the money with that. J man, you bugging. I don't need forgiveness for nothing. We gonna talk summarily. We'll talk about that in the loyalty section. Section though. Peggy Reese, I never did like him anyway. No funny. Dez was up hanging with the big dogs last night. Trying to hang with the big dogs last night. Then he couldn't get on up on time. Let me find out, Dez, wherever you is. See, it was disgusting and disturbing. That's a fact. That's a fact. Albie said something more recently. I have to check that out. Yeah, I saw a video by Aunt Glizzy. If y'all know who Aunt Glizzy is, it's his YouTube channel, and his IG is the real Barbara's son, or whatever the case may be. He's kind of an infamous YouTuber and IG personality as well, plus a rapper from DC. He says that allegedly he was in the building when the Wale situation happened. He said on a live that he was in the building when the Wale situation happened. So, but it's all alleged. I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot of allegations. The hanging off the balcony part, that's light compared to a lot of the other allegations that I've heard throughout the years or whatever, though. Hella light. I heard a lawyer also say the reason she did the civil case was it was like her writing her book. Could be Trolley the Troll. You could be right on that. What better way to do it? Because if she would have tried to put out the book probably would have been blocked and caught up in years of litigation trying to decide if it was okay to release a book in the first place. That make that Trolley the Troll. That's actually a good point or whatever. That's actually a good point. My future baby mother. I don't know what you talking about. Listen, I'm not answering that. That's foolishness. You just saw a video. No, established. Are you telling the truth? Did you see that for real? If you saw that, forward that video to me. Forward that video to me ASAP like Rocky. Knight Rider said he been a sucker. Yeah, under our standards and codes, Knight Rider, that's a fact of mundo. Rich talking about hot dog equals a glizzy. Well, it was a bunch of the glizzy gang at the time, but they talking about Glocks or whatever. Their logo was in the shape of the Glock logo, whatever the case may be. You got Shy Glizzy, Ant Glizzy, all of them was part of one group. Matter of fact, Ant said that Ant Glizzy said him and Shy Glizzy were both at this studio. It was a studio recording session where this hanging over the balcony happened. Some of y'all have heard of Shy Glizzy more so than Ant Glizzy. Shy, what are you talking about? Acknowledge us. Didn't I just said what's up, Shy, earlier? What are you talking about? Oh, you talking about from over Facebook. What? Hey, Miss A Block is on the Facebook side. Good morning to you, everybody. Oh, thank you, Established. If it's up, please send that. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure they're going to try to knock that down ASAP like Rocky. You hear me? Not Shy Glizzy, Shy. Like, I'm shy. I don't want to speak to Shy Glizzy. Right, you see him. Y'all bugging. But yeah, that was one of the mainstays that everybody was whispering, mumbling, talking out loud about over the weekend was the Cassie Diddy outcome of him settling ASAP like Rocky. It didn't even get to depositions. It didn't get to prelims. It didn't get to nothing. Cassie mentioned a friend being hung over about that. Yeah, and that's the Jalil. That's the alleged rumor about Wale was the one that they supposedly he hung over the balcony because he wasn't supposed to be around Cassie at all because of supposedly, allegedly, the jealousy and what you call it. Oh, hold on. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Let's see if I can read this thing real quick. Hold up. Hold on, y'all. What you gotta say now? What you gotta say now? You ain't got shit to say. When you put your girl on the snap, hey babe. I mean, shit get weird. Come on, baby. It's hot outside. You fucking wrapped up in that blanket. Let's go jog on the beach. The video do look hella crazy. The video I just watched do look hella crazy, but it's not definitive as to what's going on because she could just very well not wanted to be on camera because she might have felt like she wasn't done up, or it could have been something else. I'm not gonna play that. I'm not gonna play that because that's too speculatory. I'm not gonna play that. But thank you, Established though. It's definitely interesting. Definitely interesting. Like, hold up, what the hell is going on here? Where my other cord at? Uh-oh. Sibling Nay, good morning to ye. Ain't it? Hey, Jaleel. And he is funny as a mug, right? And when sometimes you gotta wonder, is he trolling or is he serious or whatever? But the way he described it, I don't know. And at a time, I do know the Glizzy gang roll with Wale here in certain places, especially Shy Glizzy or whatever. So it's hard to know. It's hard to know. Des indeed. Report to HR. Thank you for coming on in. Super. Listen. It said pass the jizz on it. Pass the dutchie upon the left hand side. Good morning, good morning. That story right there about the settlement between Cassie and Diddy leads to this next bit of a field report to the office immediately. What I had did, J-Man, leads to this next story. Hold on, let me make sure I got the right situation. Leads to this next story of famous, I'm gonna say infamous YouTuber, because he ain't quite that famous yet, but he got a hell of a following. Infamous YouTuber Hassan Campbell. They say he allegedly shot in his own stomping grounds, his old stomping grounds, Bronx River, where the children that live with me, where their mother's from, whatever, BX, Bronx River. If you know about it, you know about it. If you don't, ask about it. Listen, but he got shot going on a tirade, mad because the Cassie story got so much airplay, but his story of molestation when it came to African Bambaataa, allegedly, because there's been no civil or no criminal suits filed, that it didn't garner as much attention, and he went on a tirade. Listen. This is not the whole video. This is just a portion of it.
I see. Who that?
Take the second exit on Westchester Avenue.
I need to get to the hospital quick.
At the roundabout, take the second exit on Westchester Avenue. In a quarter of a mile.
Come on, go. I got you. Go straight. I need to get to the hospital. I got you, son. I'm gonna get you to the ambulance.
Red light camera reported ahead.
Oh, wait.
Pull over. Let's just get your ambulance.
I'm really getting hot.
I know. That's why I said just pull over. Let me get your ambulance.
That brother said, that thing is getting hot. Listen, I'm not gonna play the whole video. It's all over the internet. It's all over YouTube. Every blogger and their mommy. Every blogger and their mommy reported about it yesterday. Once it happened tomorrow. Yesterday morning sometime or whatever, right? Hassan Campbell I call him a charismatic YouTuber. But he's dealt with a lot, and how he came into the light of YouTubeism before IG, before he came over to IG, really was his story of being molested, allegedly being molested by Africa Bambaataa, the father of the Zulu Nation. Africa Bambaataa is much considered to be one of the forefathers of rap itself, or whatever the case may be. There's been a lot of whisperings, allegations, and things about him over the years. What makes him different than, say, a Puffy or other moguls or people that you hear about, doing things, is that, they say Puffy had some hitters with him and maybe still have some hitters with him. At a time, the Zulu Nation had a rack of hitters in their organization, a rack of hitters in their organization. So a lot of people were afraid to go against, speak about the Zulu Nation or African Bambaataa. Supposedly, some people have been dealt with in and about African Bambaataa throughout the years. And to this day, certain people won't speak about it. Some people, they say, won't speak about it because they were an alleged victim, because they said a lot of people was invited to that infamous apartment that Hassan talked about and a couple other people talked about. Hassan says that he was a teenager when he was, when he got involved with African Bambaataa, as far as the whole Zulu Nation movement, into the alleged molestation. And he says that I think he was molested at an earlier age by somebody as well. But in this situation, African Bambaataa and the Zulu Nation were, as an entity and a person and organization, something that a lot of people looked up to. And wanted to be a part of, or whatever the case may be. And to skip past a lot of the semantics. Hey, Jazz. Good morning, Jazz. To skip past a lot of the semantics, over the years since his story has broke, along with another rapper at the time, or hype man, or whatever he was, named B Stinger, that a lot of people in the industry knew about, or whatever the case may be. From time to time, Hassan would have these meltdowns, especially if he got to drinking a little liquor. He would have these meltdowns. He would always refer back to this Africa Bambaataa situation, and his antics and things that he's said and done has helped garner his rise in the YouTube world, and his subscribership going up. He has coined phrases that you have other YouTubers, as well as fake wannabe YouTubers and IG personalities copying. I know y'all heard somebody say, get your TV turned off, or get your snot box rocked. Those are phrases that Hassan Campbell himself coined. Don't let your TV get turned off. Somebody rocked his snot box, meaning somebody, you know what I'm saying, did something to an individual, whatever. Maybe they no longer here no more, whatever the case may be. But Hassan Campbell has had these outbreaks, these meltdowns on live, where you get to crying, get to lashing out, get to saying all kinds of bullshittery. But then there's another side of the Night Rider. But then there's another side of him where you don't know if he's trolling or dead serious about things. He's said some off-put things about Mano at a time, about Jim Jones at a time, about Whack 100 at a time. Who else? A list of people, right? And mostly he said these things just so he could get in contact with these people and have a conversation with them, to be honest. And Hassan has grown to a point where he has a certain power of influence over people. And I feel as though he could be hella great if he knew how to harness that power correctly. But he doesn't know how to do it correctly because he hasn't been healed from his past traumas, past traumas and alleged traumas, or whatever the case may be. And while I talk about his past traumas and alleged traumas, the alleged molestation is not his total story. He's a street figure that used to run around with some hitters himself. And I know I had tapped in with my one of my exes, my kid's mother's aunt, who, of course, a little bit older than, or she's older than my kid's mother, but she's grew up in Bronx River, been there forever and a day. And she said she told me she personally knew Hassan and that he was always into something or whatever the case may be. But the brother needs help. The brother needs help, which leads us forward into this situation right here. You go into a project, you go into the projects early in the morning on Sunday. One, I figure it's the most safest time for him to do it, because Sunday morning a lot of people ain't up. But you in there ranting and raving, hollering in the open courtyard, all kinds of bullshittery, and inviting people to a fight and all kinds of stuff. People started throwing bottles out the window at him, and others, hey, come on down here. This is my building, 1455. This is my building. I'll have 1,000 people coming in and tear this whole project down. Whatever the case may be. He said a whole lot of threats and all that. However, if he was shot, what the hell is this? You know what that was. If he was shot, he kind of asked for it. I don't wish hurt, harm, or death upon nobody, but he kind of asked for it. You don't go nowhere looking to find trouble, because when you go looking to find trouble most times finds your ass. And if he was not shot, that's even worse. It's even worse. There is a still clip on one of the videos that one of the YouTubers posted where somebody was outside in the clip that they didn't show on YouTube for whatever reason. He must have edited it out, or somebody edited it out, because it's not there, but it shows him with his hand behind his back with a knife in his hand, and he's talking and or arguing with somebody on the scene, or that you can see in the frame, or whatever the case may be. I don't know if that's when he got shot, or if he got shot, or whatever the case may be. Now, supposedly, one of these organizations, I'm not organization, but it's called City something, where they have these cameras that are also sound detectors that detect shootings and things of that nature, went off and reported that there was a shooting indeed in the Bronx River where he was, or whatever the case may be. A lot of people saying that don't mean nothing. That don't mean he was shot. So I'll leave that up to your own interpretation as to what you think about that. But Hassan Campbell, if anybody is in here that is affiliated with him, that is cool with him, that is tight with him, go holler at your homie. Go holler at your homie, because he's on a train with no brakes heading to the end of the tracks. And he's kamikazeing himself when he could be of great influence. The brother is making $30,000, $40,000 easily a month. $30,000 to $40,000 a month on YouTube doing what he do. $30,000 to $40,000 a month doing what he does. You would think that's enough money to get all the counseling you need, all the help you need. Hell, move the hell away from New York. If being around New York triggers you that much because of the things that go on, or your past and things that you were involved with, get your ass up and get the hell out of New York. Get the hell out. He's moved away from Bronx River. He's not in the hood no more, but he always tends to want to go back to the hood to feel validated about his hood status. Which in and of itself is cool, because you saw a couple people dap him up and give him the shoulder hug or whatever the case may be while he was on his live. But it's like, why would you go poking the hornet's nest? Why would you go? You ain't the young Hassan Campbell no more. Some of these youngins don't give a damn about how many bodies you done had, how many people you done shot, stabbed, and all that. A lot of these youngers don't care about that. And you could be effective in reaching them because of your past. However, your antics and your going off the chart and ranting and showing your ass paws, proverbially while you drunk, will lead to a lot less respect than even you think you are going that you should have. That's all right. I'll have a side conversation. I don't care. No, Lady Costanita, no, this is like a hot topic or whatever. Somebody need to holler at that boy because he's going to either kill himself or hurt himself. Let me say that. Or somebody's going to hurt him to much to his detriment. I saw some report where he's in the hospital under critical condition. We don't know because we haven't heard anything else beyond it's all good. Beyond what we saw on the news. Nobody has come back with a like an update from his family, from his close friends, or whatever the case may be. The last time I checked his IG account, I didn't see any update there from him or anybody else. I don't know how serious or severe. I don't know where he was shot or if he indeed was shot at all. I don't know. The look on his face in the car, though, looked a lot different in the face. He always got them puffy, bugged out eyes, but it looked a lot different than when he was filming his video. So he looked like he might have been hurting from something. He looked like he might have been hurting from something. I'm going to just say that, but I'm going to leave that up to your speculation or whatever the case may be. Enough of that. We talked about that. Peggy Reek said, yeah, he was tripping like like big shoes. That part right there. With Tim's on ready to debate. Welcome everybody that's in the live. That's graced our presence this morning. On to the next situation, right? I want y'all to listen to this before I get into the next topic. I want y'all to listen to this. It's short, but it's relevant. It's relevant to everything that I want to talk about this morning for the main topic.
It's a thin line between loyalty and stupidity. Don't ever let a nigga run that game on you too. And that wasn't my situation. I'm just saying for niggas out there, because I see this happen. You ain't loyal. Niggas are running that loyalty, nigga. All right, now I'll be loyal, but I ain't gonna be stupid, nigga. Yeah, you ain't just gonna use that loyalty to the point to where it's like I'm out here just betraying myself. That's real. So loyal to you that I betray myself. Yeah, that's real. You know what I'm saying? My man 80 told me some shit. We all here to be used. We just not here to be misused.
Loyalty. What does it all mean? What does it all mean? In this day and age, actually, Lady Costanita, Jules Santana is from New York, but it was on Dream Champs, which is run by Nori, another New Yorker, but Nori lives in Miami and been in Miami for a minute. Let's be clear. 20 bandana. But if you listen to what he said, it resonated so deep. I've been watching things on these. I've been watching things on these internet streets, and right, y'all know I've been involved with a few things, or whatever the case may be. Other people that I'm friends with, affiliated with, or no longer friends affiliated with, have all been involved with things where loyalty has always been a topic. Loyalty has always been questioned. Loyalty has always been debated, and people have been shunned or looked down upon because of said lack thereof of loyalty. I see you, Mo, but you're gonna have to wait a while while I get through this first part, and then I'm inviting everybody to come up then. It's funny in this day and age, right? I watched the live, and I'm not talking about the live last night. I'm not talking about that just yet. But I watched another live where people question people's loyalty. People question people's loyalty, and people kind of co-sign the bullshittery in it. And it's not the first time I've seen it, right? But under our understanding and definition of loyalty, I don't see how people get so mentally ill or so emboldened or embracing to feel like an individual is supposed to be loyal to you and you're not loyal to them. Loyalty is not just shown through words, but it's shown through actions even more so. And if a person or people are not loyal to you, do you still have the same obligation to be loyal to them? Or does that transgression or that lack of loyalty from the other person breach the intended contract between two individuals or more individuals? Does the lack of loyalty from one person negate, breach, destroy in the verbal, the implied, the intended, the unspoken contract between two individuals as to who should be loyal to who? If one person cannot be honest with themselves and with the other people in the public about situations, but they expect other people in the situation to be loyal to them, is that not a breach of a loyal contract? Is that not breach of being loyal? I saw where people was like, this one and that was so loyal at a time, and then to see them do you like this and how, Sway? Because if you saw what the people did all of a sudden, then if you had been around, you verily saw what the other person had been doing all along. To understand, if they're not giving loyalty on the other side should not be implied or enforced. Because then, like Joel Santana was talking about, it's a misuse of the word loyalty, misuse of the representation of loyalty, misuse of the putting loyalty into motion. And it makes that person stupid. It makes that person look dumb. It makes that person look like a fool. The one that's being loyal to somebody who's not loyal to them. I've watched, what did it say in a minute? That's it right there, Charlie. Hustle. Loyalty is never a one-way street. Never a one-way street. But what I've noticed is a lot of people operate feeling as though you're supposed to be loyal to me no matter what, but I can do or teach you how the hell I want to. And you ought to remain loyal, which is some delusional bullshit. And I don't care who you are, male, female, whatever. And like Papa True Gun said, a person's loyalty can always change. That's a fact. Subtle thoughts, it does make a person gullible. If they continue to do it. Yes, it's a misuse of it, but what about people who get loyalty for free and the other doesn't know what to do with that loyalty? It has to be sustained at the end of the day. Life, that's the thing. life. A lot of y'all were in another live late last night, but life is about reciprocity. Well, life ain't about reciprocity, but relationships, friendships, marriage, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, business associates, whatever the case may be. These things operate through reciprocity, the real essence of them. If not, then you have something else going on, not quite what you think you're into, or whatever the case may be. If I give you my loyalty, you should give me the same thing back. If we call each other friends, we should give to each other those things that incorporate being a friend. If I give you grace and mercy, you should afford me the same grace and mercy. If I hold you down, you should hold me down. If I'm able to compliment you, affirm you, big you up, or make you feel good in moments, you should be able and willing to do it without question. Part of that loyalty is also being able to tell somebody when they're wrong about something. Part of that friendship is about telling somebody when they're wrong about something and being able to receive it, whether you like what you're hearing or not. It's also knowing when to bring certain things up and not bring certain things up. And I have a general question. Is somebody being loyal to somebody if they're not being forthright, if they're withholding feelings about something? Is somebody being loyal to a friendship or a relationship if they're not being upfront or not communicating their issues with the other person and wait to certain moments to lash out and bring them out? Is that person being loyal? Is it loyal for somebody that knows your secrets or know intimate things about you, or uses their influence to expose things about you, to use you to the detriment of you at times for their gain? No matter what the cost is for you, is that person being loyal to you? Does loyalty lie in the perceived look of it, or does loyalty lie in the actions thereof? Everybody has their own. Hold on. Hell no. This is that's called waiting for the right moment to attack a friend. That's about power. Yeah. Everybody has their own definitions of loyalty. Pretty Past Fruit, wish you were a bit more specific, Phil. I'm a bit lost. I'm giving you general looks at different things. And I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all have been on these internet streets on IG, especially. Some of y'all have followed me and others from a certain platform, and a lot of y'all have watched certain things play out even after that platform to kind of know what I'm talking about in general, or whatever case may be. But because I'm not specifically saying a name or specifically calling out a moment, does not lessen the effect of what I'm talking about, because loyalty is tested a lot in real life when it comes to people, especially with these internet streets, and especially with the times that have changed, with morality, when ethics are out the window, when people chasing a bag over integrity, chasing a bag over authenticity, chasing a bag over what's real. you don't need a specific, you shouldn't need a specific event to make it make sense, because I'm pretty sure most of you, if not all of y'all, have had somebody, or had somebody, whether it been on your job, whether it been in your real life, your friends, family, especially, or on these IG or internet YouTube streets, have had somebody test or play with your loyalty in some degree, whether you watch somebody else going through a thing or you were involved with the thing. Even down to what y'all watch play out, even down to what y'all play out with the ex co-host of this show, with the last co-host of this show. A lot of y'all watched that play out. A lot of y'all sat on different areas of the fence with that. A lot of y'all saw what played out with me and flipping the platform, or whatever the case may be. Y'all saw how that played out. Y'all saw how I acted. Y'all saw how he acted. Y'all saw how others acted. A lot of y'all was in the live last night, and y'all and the live the night before that to see the interactions with Jazz and Carrie L, or whatever the case may be. A lot of y'all in your own family deal with issues of being either treated a certain way over your siblings, over another family member, or being looked at as the black sheep, or looked at as a person that doesn't do enough, or you feel like your family doesn't do enough for you, or is not loyal to you, might be loyal to a stranger over you. It's a lot of examples, online and off. Y'all are bugging. I feel as though, and I got you, Mo, I see you. I feel as though people need to go inward, assess themselves, hold themselves accountable to whether or not the very thing that they want from other people, are they truly giving it to other people, to the people that they want it from, or are they willing to do it? Are they giving it, or are they willing to do it? Because some people honestly do things or not do things, not from a conscious effort, but from a subconscious place, meaning not on purpose, but by happenstance. Those things can be corrected. If there's somebody's doing something on purpose, that can be corrected too, if they feel like change is warranted. But I've also heard a lot of people play victim. I've heard a lot of people play victim to, oh, you're not loyal enough to me, or you're not loyal enough to you. But in the same instance, not be open and honest about what's really on their mind. Because yes, we all have certain gifts. Some more than others, where we can discern things, we can pick up on emotions, we can pick up even the ones that aren't so obvious. And we might be able to sense certain things about people. But to my understanding, most of us ain't mind readers. Most of us are not mind readers. And we cannot read a person's mind to find out what they're thinking or what their true intentions are. Especially when they're smiling in your face. Hey, you my bro. Hey sis, you my sis, and all that. Especially when you smile, that you're smiling in your face, and the whole time there's things about that person that you don't like, as opposed to you being a real person, a real man or a real woman, and discussing these things with somebody that you say that you care about, as a friend, as a lover, as a potential spouse, whatever the case may be. If you feel as though that person means something to you, and you want your feelings considered fully, you have to be fully open and honest about your it doesn't mean you have to bash a person. It doesn't mean you have to demean or belittle a person. It just means being open and honest about your heart and your feelings, and not do it in such a way that you repetitively are condemning a person for something they did, or repetitively talking about the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over again. Because some people will get tired of hearing it. And when it comes to loyalty and it being a two-way street, Your feelings or your thoughts ain't the only one important in a relationship, in a friendship, in a situationship, in a marriage, or in a business partnership. Your feelings and your thoughts are not the only ones that are important. And we're all human. We're all human. So we don't always, everybody doesn't always give you their best. Not purposely, but just because of situations of trauma, of situations of going through something in your life, of physical illness, mental illness, whatever the case may be. We as humans don't always give you our best in these relationships, friendships, etc. But what bugs me out from listening, being a part of, and seeing, a lot of people feel as though their feelings is what's important. What they want is paramount. What they feel like should happen, they feel like you should communicate with them, how you should talk to them, how you should cater to them is what's important. But the reciprocation is either null and void, or doesn't matter, or shouldn't mean as much as the other side, so to speak. I open the floor for anybody that wants to come up and talk about it. If you want to come up and talk about it, there will be no bashing. There will be no bashing of anybody. It will be a respectful dialogue for whoever comes up. Positive vibes only for everybody. But the point of it all is, people, how can you be loyal to somebody that you ain't being honest with? I'm landing my plane. How can you be loyal to somebody that's not honest with you? How can you be loyal to somebody that has hidden agendas, hidden motives, and hidden thoughts about you that show themselves in different capacities? How do you expect somebody to offer you love, affection, attention, positive affirmations, vibes, friendship, relationship, marriage in a positive light, when you're hiding certain things, or you're lying about certain things, or you won't be fully open and honest? How do you expect somebody to be loyal to you when you playing a cat and mouse game, or you want your cake and eat it too? How can you expect somebody to be loyal to you when you tell them about a problem, you tell them 1/3 of the problem, 1/8 of the problem, 1/2 of the problem? Or if you do decide to tell them the whole problem, you got a problem with them giving you a real answer, a real solution, or to critique or give you concern about your role in said issue or problem. How do you expect somebody to be a friend? How do you expect somebody to be a real lover, a real spouse, let alone loyal to you when you ain't loyal to yourself, to look in the mirror and recognize your own flaws and faults and deal with those accordingly? How can you call yourself a friend, lover, spouse, whatever the case may be, even a business partner, and you quick to talk about other people and what they're not doing right, but you always are evasive. You always evasive. You always get defensive. You always play victim. You always look for the support of everybody listening in cases of online situations, to have your back in bullshittery that you know is bullshittery, in situations where you know you're not keeping it 100, or you're not telling the truth. How do you feel as though you're supposed to be a good friend, a good lover, a good spouse, a good business partner, or anything when you're busy throwing rocks and hiding your hands? I watched the situation yesterday. where earlier in the live, a certain individual said something about another individual. I don't know if the other individual was in there yet or not, but it was poking the bear at a situation that supposedly had it surmised itself. But then later on, when the other person came in the room, all of a sudden, at the end of the day, folks, you want loyalty, you got to be loyal. You want friends, you got to show yourself friendly. You want to have the best lover, be the best lover. You want the best spouse, intend to be the best spouse. You want the best business arrangement or business partner, be yourself that for them. Be as loyal as you want them to be to you. Be the person that you want them to be to you. I always tell you, I would never ask nothing of somebody that I'm not willing to give to them. Nothing. That's how a friend should be. We supposed to rock it out through thick and thin, have each other's back through the bullshittery, cover each other when we need to be covered, and be able to talk, discuss. I see you, Sean, I'm about to bring you up. To talk, discuss, and get through the issues of life that come as they may. Because in friendships, if you think that real friends, for the most part, always agree, you're sadly mistaken. If you think that real friends, don't ever go through anything, most do go through something. But if it's a real friendship, it will stand the test of time. Whether they need a break from each other or not, it will stand the test of time. If love is real in a situation, love will show itself. Not just talk about it, but be about it from both parties and stand the test of time. But if it's all bullshit, if it's all games, if it's all for the look of it, for other people to look into it and think it's a way, eventually it shows itself as being something else. Hey, Sha, before you chime in, and then another thing, with this thing called loyalty, if you are friends with somebody and they are friends with somebody that you're friends with, and somebody hasn't abused you or treated you like really bad, who are you to determine who should be friends with who? Who are you to say that you should be able to talk to who? Who are you to say that you should or shouldn't be able to cam up with who? Who? I'm talking about from celebrity or internet influencers on down to the average Joe. Who are you to tell somebody or imply or play games or play victim or try to use your influence? I'm using a plethora of examples to try to sway people not to want to be involved with somebody else because you have an ought with that person. That's much like you in a relationship or a marriage with somebody and you go to your family member or your close friend about a disagreement, an argument, or misunderstanding between you and your husband or you and your wife, and because of things that might have been said or whatever the case may be, or the stances within the argument, that your family holds on to that thing well after you've gotten back cool with the person, which makes you look crazy. And have the people that support you feeling the way, as opposed to leaving those other people out of your situation, out of your bullshittery, out of your issues. I got you, Jazz. I see you there. Out of that. We are humans. And if you have multiple friends that are friends with each other, real friends, because two of those friends are having an issue, if anything, the other friends should be trying to help rectify the situation, not tear it apart. But the two friends involved in the situation shouldn't be asking others to pick sides, whether they directly say it or do it by innuendo or slick little subs. It shouldn't happen. If anything, they should just be like, well, I know you cool with them, and that's cool. If I don't feel like I can be around them when y'all are hanging online, offline, whatever the case may be, I'll just chill. But no, we still good or whatever the case may be. That should be on the thought process for any side of anything. But nobody should use their influence. Nobody should use their wiles of suggestion or anything to try to coerce, manipulate, control, suggest, or otherwise make people feel like they should not be a friend with somebody because you got an issue with them, especially if it's not a serious issue, i.e. violence, i.e. abuse, i.e. the R word, i.e. a plethora of things. Sha, what's going on, Sha?
Good morning. Can you hear me? Is it too much?
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning. Before I even open my mouth, because I heard I missed a lot, so I don't want anybody thinking I know the gist of what you're talking about, but I'm just gonna stick to the subject of loyalty. So before I say anything on here, because it involves individuals that I am cool with. This has nothing to do with whatever happened this weekend. This is just my views on loyalty,
Positive
period.
vibes only.
Positive vibes only. I'm not talking about whatever y'all mess going on this weekend. Anyway, so anything I say is not directed towards anybody directly. But yes, loyalty is fickle, because like I said in the comments, like to me, I feel like you have to be honest with yourself first before you can be honest with anybody else. That it starts kind of there, I feel like. And then after you're honest with yourself and you are in a friendship, you're not always going to, it's not peaches and cream every day. It's not.
Of course
but
not.
At the same time, as long as you know that the person is not coming from malicious intentions when they speak to you, even though you may not like what they saying, if they are not speaking to you with malicious intentions, you guys can work it out as a partnership, as a boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, whatever, friendship, whatever. I really do feel like, but loyalty is just thrown around so easily. I don't even know if people know what loyalty really is nowadays, to be honest. I feel like if you, I hate when I have to walk on glass, but I feel like if you, if you guys, or if anybody's friends, right? Let's just say if you're friends with somebody and then they rock with, I've had that happen. They rock with somebody that you really don't really mess with at all. I can see both sides of like why I feel like, can I really trust you? Because if you rocking with that person that I don't F with, like what are y'all, it's going to be in my head that like, what are y'all talking about? Or like, y'all should not be talking about me or should not be involving anything with me. But it does, I can see where it can raise like a question, a flag. There you go, a flag, because it's like I don't rock with that person. But like you said earlier, I guess it depends on why you don't rock with said person anymore. If it's nothing that serious,
that part,
right? If it's nothing that serious, then okay, go ahead. You like this person for why you like them, but I don't have to like them, and so that's cool. Like I'm a type.
And then sometimes, like you said, if it's not serious, you might just need to clear your head or breathe for a little bit from a person. But that should not stop another person that y'all like share friendship with, that they need to pick a side in that break. That's stupid. That's childish. That's like some elementary, junior high school shit. If long as that one person isn't long as the mutual friend isn't playing two sides, long as they're not being two-faced or you know, speaking out both sides of their neck, like telling one friend one thing and then telling the other friend another thing, because that's even worse. And I've seen that happen too, that people, you know, trying to play middleman or middle woman and saying one thing to the one friend and saying something to the other friend and stirring the pot, even if they're not intentionally meaning to do so, stirring the pot. And people, if you're not trying to bring a situation together, just stay the fuck out of it. If you don't like what you're seeing amongst friends, then you do what you can to try to help repair it. If one party or both parties are not being receptive to that, then there becomes a time when you have to step back or take a lesser role in the situation, because then you end up looking like you purposely doing things, or you taking that other person's side, or because people in their own emotions and what the thoughts that go through their head are different person to person. How they process things, how they see things or feel things are different person to person. So the same way one person might say, you can't tell me how to feel about an individual or about a situation, you can't tell the other person how to feel about a person or situation either. Now, if somebody's doing somebody foully wrong or violating them or whatever the case may be, yes, as a friend, you should cut them the hell off. You foul, I can't deal with you. You only way I can deal with you, you need to get that right if it's a situation that can be, made right, made whole. But other than that, if it's some slight shit, or somebody got their panties in a bunch or their drawers caught up on their ball walls, and it's minuscule, you should never feel a way about people that know each other from continuously having conversation or whatever, or whatever, camming up together or whatever the case may be, or in real life hanging out.
You can't say. I want to say that you can't say how somebody should feel. I'm sorry about that. Like, I feel like you can't really say how somebody should feel, because, like you said, it depends on the level of foulness that happened to the other individual.
That's
like,
what I
it
said.
really but you're also saying that the person shouldn't be in their feelings about it. And I feel like people.
No, being their feelings not about the art that they have against the one friend, but about the friend that's still friends with the other person. If it's something light, or if it ain't something really detrimental. Now, if it's something detrimental, then yeah, they should be in their feelings about that. Like, this person did X, Y, Z to me to this capacity. Why are you fucking with them? Why are you messing with them? Yes, you're right. You can't tell a person how to feel about that. I'm with you on that. But if it's something light, something catty, or something stupid, or just because you might be jealous over a situation, or might have the wrong misinterpretation or wrong feeling about a situation, and at the time you're not you looking at the situation through blinders, and maybe the mutual friend can see it a little bit differently than you cannot tell that person how they should operate, especially if you don't want to listen to them when they're telling you, nah, you bugging, homie, nah, you bugging, sis. It's not like that. It's different. You need to think about it and see it through different lenses. When that happens, it becomes something else. And it shouldn't be that way, especially if you all are friends. But a lot of times, even in friendship, you have one friend that's more needier than the other. You have one that's more how can I say, more outgoing than the other. You have some friendships where they both is equally outgoing, both is equally as needing, or both is equally self-sufficient, or whatever the case may be. So every friendship is different. However, true friends stand the test of time. True friends can tell another friend how the hell they feel about a situation, right, wrong, or different when it comes to the other friend. And the friend, being a friend, is going to listen respectfully. They might not like it. They might need a day to cool off, or a day to think about it, or two, whatever the case may be. But because they know that person is a friend and is there for them, or really got their back, or whatever the case may be, they will sit back and they will digest it and come back to the table, even if they still don't agree, and be able to communicate that in a respectful manner with said friend. Or if their friend was right the whole time, come back and be like, you know what, friend, you was right. I'm bugging. I was bugging. I didn't see it that way, but I had to sit back and really think about it. You right. I appreciate you for pulling my shirt, pulling my collar, or my coattail, let me know, I ain't right. I find in a lot of so-called friendships that that's one-sided. Like they able to tell you what you ain't doing right. They'll get on your shit for what you fall short about, or what you ain't doing right. But what they won't do is be willing to listen when it's their turn in the hot seat. That's not a friendship. That's more like a dictatorship, a monarchy.
Also, if your feelings are in, sometimes when you're in, as we call it, in our feelings, you can't hear certain stuff, to be honest. Like, if I'm in my feelings about certain stuff, I may have to take a step back to be like, hold on, that person may not have meant it the way they said it. They said it in a certain way, but I heard it a certain way because I'm in my feelings maybe about that situation or something else completely different.
Facts.
But I do feel like if people are trying to gain understanding about, like, I'm a type person, if I did you dirty and you didn't tell me and I feel like you acting a certain way towards me now all of a sudden, and I come to you and be like, what did I do? Tell me what I did so that I know not to cross that
That
boundary
yeah, and
or
they should
that thing again.
and they should be open and honest and tell you
Yeah, like just tell me,
fully
like, did
what's
I do
bothering
something? Because my personality is weird sometimes, so I may not catch on to certain stuff, or I may not see certain things, or I may not understand certain things right away the way you think that I should catch on or understand, whatever the case may be. Shit,
you.
I said whatever the case may be.
Mhm.
Fudge. You see what I'm saying? You got caught up. Anyway, but like that's the thing. Like if I'm in my feelings about something, or maybe I'm having a bad day, or if I'm just going through whatever I'm going through, and you say something that could trigger me off in a whole different way that you didn't even mean for it to trigger me off. But that's when a friend can come to you and be like, you know what, you good? Like, what's going on? I didn't mean it that way. But I think friendships and relationships are all about, it's communication, but it's also understanding where the other is coming from. If we have more empathy, compassion, and understanding for the other person's side, if both people can do that, then it shouldn't even get to the point where it flares up so crazy that now we're hurling um jabs at each other or whatever. Because then now when you start doing all of that, and that even goes back to my interaction with your ex co-host, I'm not bringing it up in that way, I'm just using an example, because I don't have no beef for her, but I'm just saying, like, there's when you're not knowledgeable of certain stuff and you getting things hurled at you, you like, hold on, wait, why now you picking jabs at me? Now I feel like there's an underlying thing towards me that you already had towards me in the first place, because why is all this stuff coming up? And it's
That's a
like,
fact.
then how are we friends in the first place if you're able to go there, if you're able to jab me that bad? How we wasn't friends then? Because that means you've been harboring stuff about me. You just tolerate me for the ride. That's,
That's a
some
fact.
people just tolerate you for the ride. And that's not cool either. Like, I gotta find out later, oh well, I've been through this and I've been through that, and I've been feeling this way. Why you ain't say that while we in our friendship then?
That's a fact.
Just if we're friends, communicate with me. But like I said, loyalty and friends are very, it's thrown around so crazy. And I'm guilty of that too, because I'll get connected with somebody fast. Like, if I feel your vibe off rip, I'm thinking you dope. I could be wrong, but at first, if I think you're dope, I'm like, oh, da da da, we lit, da da da. But it,
Hey,
it
Trina,
gets fickle. It gets
it
very
is. It
fickle.
really is. It really is. And to be honest, the
Yes.
depth of a friendship only comes by way of trying and testing and through experience. Until you have those moments of disagreement, until you have those moments where maybe y'all share an experience, it could be a vacation, it could be a bad situation, whatever the case may be, something that you all have shared that brings you closer together. That's when a friendship really either forms its true glue, true bond, or will show the tears, show the weakness of it.
I don't
Or,
mean to be rude to interrupt you, but somebody said Shy is biased, calm her down. What am I biased about when I don't even know is I'm not arguing. I'm not gonna argue. Can I
no,
just say my piece, please?
child, stay here. Don't worry
I'm not.
about
I'm
it.
not. I'm not gonna say nothing bad. I just
She's
maybe
No,
showing
people are
what's
stay
going
just
on.
here,
coming
stay
into the
here,
room. I
stay
am.
here.
I promise. I promise. I will. I promise you. I will. I want to reiterate for the room. For maybe people are coming in. People are coming in at the tail end of the conversation. So I'm not saying nothing bad. I just want to reiterate for those who just came into the room. This has what I'm speaking of, what Phil is asking me about loyalty. I'm not talking about anyone specific because I wasn't even aware of certain specific things until late. So I don't even know. So please do not put me in the middle of that. If you do, that's on y'all. But honestly,
Okay,
this is about what Phil said. Continue.
okay, okay.
Hey
That's
Jazzy,
it.
y'all, good
That's it.
morning.
welcome to the live, Jazzy.
Good
Welcome.
Good
morning,
morning.
Jay.
So this
Positive vibes only. Positive
loyalty,
vibes only.
of course, positive. It's all positive vibes. There's no hard feelings like that. But loyalty, that word is used all type of ways. Like, everybody got their own meaning and definition of loyalty.
Hmm.
My definition of loyalty is, yo, if you in need, I'm here. If I'm in need, you here. You call on me, this and that, when it's really tough times. Because I understand we all got our own problems, our situations. And I may not can't answer every call, or I can't talk to you every day, or this and that, and I don't gotta know every detail of your life. Just like you don't gotta know every detail of my life. But it's not cool to paint a picture and make up specific things about my life because you can't pinpoint every part. You get what I'm saying? That's not cool. And then to write, my thing is to write me a long paragraph telling me I'm this good person and all this stuff when you leave me, and then months later have these other feelings that I didn't know nothing about. Hell yeah, I'm gonna feel away. How is that a friend? How is that a friend? Even like a lot of little shit that I could say that I don't say because it's like I feel like it's tit for tat, it's corny. But how is that a friend? Yeah, I'm steady trying to drink tea and honey. My bad. But how is that a friend? Because it's missing the part that I have a long message of why I'm this good person, a
Mm.
long message of this and that, woo woo, keep being you, this and that, this and that. So where did that go from? How we go from that to a bunch of stuff that I wasn't aware about that happened for the 2 days that somebody was here? I don't know. I feel like it's awkward, and sometimes you need an audience because y'all say handle it outside of this, but you can't really handle y'all, my voice sound crazy. Stop. You can't really handle stuff so much outside of it when you talking to a person one on one because it's still it's like sometimes people must need an audience in order for them to probably see it from other people's point of view or something like that and realize. I don't even know how the fuck you realize what's right is right, wrong is wrong, because it's so many trolls and fake motherfuckers who who would say stuff a lot of people wouldn't even know who to fucking listen to, who being
Mm.
real, like, you know what I'm saying, because they,
Man, that's a whole nother part of it that I
you
didn't even
feel me?
get
That's a whole nother part of it. Like, and
to.
it's like just be honest, G. Like, I never sit on here and be like, Phil, you a liar. And I want to ask you, Phil, have you told Carriel something I said about
No,
her to you? Did I say
no.
something about her to you? Like
Mm,
privately. Okay, so that's what I'm saying.
mm,
If you feel like, and I don't try to mediate y'all shit. I really be telling both of y'all, all right, whatever, have at it, basically. But at the end of the day, I don't really know how to deal with this with y'all too, basically, because I hear you say one thing, I hear you say one thing, but then feelings is showing a different situation. What the fuck am I supposed to do?
mm.
You feel me? Like, I don't know. I just feel like that shit, it was just lame to be. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. It's just lame. I'm not speaking on Jazz and Carrie. I didn't even fully know what happened. Oh yeah, no, you're not speaking on just that. But we talking about loyalty. But my thing is, you can't, the whole root of the problem is you can't sit there. I would never tell Phil, oh man, I love you, you were so 100, this and that, woo woo, man, the vibes, woo woo, keep being you, Phil, and then weeks later jab at you or think your post is about me, or tell people, man, whatever they, I'm not saying that's what happened, but tell people something happened that you're not even aware of, that it was even something bad happened. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Y'all, my voice is fucked up. But yeah, I feel like that's really awkward, and it's like everybody would be like, "Oh, be quiet about it." Everybody want to be silent. That's why the fuck Cassie doing that to Diddy now, being silent all them years. Y'all be
Mhm.
silent, but like this shit deeper than that. Y'all want shit to be silent, but when shit in real time, motherfuckers don't want to address it. No, I don't give a fuck about. I don't. I'm sorry. I'm crazy. I don't care about who I lose. I would rather stuff get addressed. If it took all that out of all these talks for something for you to keep poking, 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 and finally I'm like, all right, what's up? What is it? And it was like for all this to come out, it was been you been wanted to bring it out. You been wanted to have this discussion, and just like Kimi now did say, it must be meant to have the discussion on here, and we do use this friend word too loosely, and I don't mind using it because I do know who my real ones is in real life. But I don't mind using the word friends because that shit soon end. Some of them it end. All friends ain't real. We just gotta accept that you lose some, you win some, you gain some, you lose some. That's gonna happen. So I know
Le-
y'all say that word, stop calling everybody your friends, but you gotta believe some motherfucker like a fake friend gonna expose themselves. Not saying that's what she is or what she ain't, but I'm just saying they're gonna expose themselves. Like that's what it is. I'm
That's
very
true.
aware of what's going on.
Also, I feel like
Come back, Mo.
also I feel like um building a friendship takes time too. Like I don't this is actually a good topic with
Mhm.
what I don't know if you guys seen it, if y'all saw B Simone and the her best friend, they was on a podcast together and now they're not because supposedly B Simone was like, oh, I want to be professional with you, but I don't want our friendship anymore. I don't know if y'all
Come
seen
on,
that,
Pretty
but
V. Come on, Pretty V.
Mm.
no, no, no. The girl, her, they had a podcast. Not need to know. Oh my god, what's her name? I'm gonna look it up while I'm talking to y'all. But no, it's not Pretty V. She has a best friend, and they had a great podcast together. Somebody in the comments, I'm sure maybe one of you guys have seen it, but she recently it went like kind of viral on the blogs that
Mm.
she don't the friend kind of is hurt by the friendship because the friendship part is what built them to be able to have a platform in the first place. So
Mhm.
B Simone still wants to do the podcast with her, but she's like, I don't really want to be that close of friends with you no more. She like blatantly told the girl that,
And
and the girl
she said that on the platform, on the pod.
they reiterated their conversation on the pod. So they had like a
Oh, wow.
closing, yeah, they had a closing out pod. I saw bits and pieces of it. And it was just like, well, what I mean, I don't we were best friends. She doesn't want to be best friends with her any longer. And but she wants to still do the podcast. And the other young lady is like, but we built this platform on our friendship. So how can we go
How can
forward if
we go
our
forward?
friendship isn't the
Wow,
same?
that's deep.
Yeah. So it's just like it's like that. It's like they said she said to her, she's like, yeah, they told me I shouldn't do a
It's not going
podcast
to
with
be
my
the
friend.
same. After all that, it's not going to be the same.
Yeah,
If you
that's
sit
deep.
there, if we go from, we're talking about A,
Let me get
B,
her
and then you
name.
get to
Hold
talking
on.
about, oh, you're weak, or you look like this, and then you saying, oh, you're calling me names and liars. We're not focused on the point of the topic. We going somewhere else. Like you just said before, Shad, now you saying all this shit about me. My nigga, how the fuck am I even supposed to? How do you go back to that? It's like now the respect that I did have to even give you the give you the thing of talking to me behind the scenes and having a chat 1-on-1. I don't want to give it no more. I don't want the friendship no more. I don't, and
Mm.
that's what it give me to sit there and do the name calling and do this and say I'm like, because now when you doing that, I'm like, damn, now it's making me. What are you telling people? What happened? What
Ty,
did who?
oh,
That's what it gets me to that point, and then I actually did hear something that I didn't even know happened actually literally yesterday at 4 in the morning. You get what I'm saying? And it's crazy. And it's like, what the fuck? When did that happen? Why was
well,
I didn't even and I knew it was true because only people knew that me and her it was me and her. And it was just like, whoa, hold on, wait. And I feel like that shit just not cool because girls be
oh,
doing this.
oh,
It's not that's too
oh,
catty. That's
oh.
very catty, bro. That's not 100.
Ty, I see you, Ty.
Hey,
I'm
can
gonna
y'all
bring
hear
you up.
me?
Hold on, Mo. Hold on, Mo.
Hey
Hold on.
Mo.
Ty, I'm gonna bring you
Hey
up in a
Mo.
second.
Come on.
Please bear with me, Ty. Mo, welcome to the chat. Sorry about
Good
What's up? I'm at
morning.
work, so I'm gonna keep it real brief now. I was paying attention to everything. First of all, and I'm glad Jazz said that. Cannot throw the friendship. A friendship is earned like trust.
Mhm.
Mhm.
People get on social media, they meet somebody, they may meet them in person, but you haven't spent enough time and quality time and intimate time for that person to really become your friend. These are close associates, and you can't expect loyalty and trust from associates because they a lot of them don't live by principles like Jazz said last night. I heard it. You understand what I'm saying? It's a principle of the situation, regardless of what it was. You know?
Yeah.
Now
Right.
you cannot mix mixy people amongst loyalty if you don't
You breaking up,
understand
Mo.
what I'm saying.
You breaking up a little bit. You said you can't
Hello?
make. Yeah, you
Can
broke
you
up a little bit. You said
you can't
you can't.
expect
There you go.
you can't expect a snake to become a beautiful angel. You can't expect that.
Mm.
Never
Mm,
happen.
Jesus.
mm.
You feel what I'm saying? Just like a snake,
I
you
like
can't
that.
put
I like that.
a wand of a snake and it become a rabbit. It don't work that way. A snake is always going to slither. You
Mm-hmm.
understand what I'm saying? Salute to the snake because I like him, and y'all know who I'm talking about. Now, when you take that, right?
I have no
Hey,
clue.
what?
I have no clue. So I don't know.
Okay, what I say is, I like King Me now, but he does
Oh, okay.
not a snake. He moves like a snake. You
Mm.
Positive vibes
understand? If
only,
a
Mo.
snake,
Positive vibes
it
only.
bites. No, it ain't about
He's
power.
positive about how
Just
he
keep it.
feel.
Let's keep it. No, 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 no. If you want to get to the root of the problem, you guys have to be brutally honest with each other. All the beating
Brutally
around the
honest.
bush and all the beating around the bush and all the nonsense and the subliminals is really causing confusion.
It is, but
Even
you
with
know
you,
what?
Phil.
Let me tell you
Phil,
something, Mo. Let
wait,
me tell you
let
when
me
you say
finish
when it come to
answering. I'm
what
gonna
you
leave.
said, Mo. When it come to what you said, you got to be brutally honest with people. That is true. But some people want to put how they feel about you, their perspective of you on you. They don't. They so filled with so many negative insecurities and thoughts. They would, however they feel about you, they would try to say that to you. You just the type of person that this and that. We want to be like, bro, you're not finna try to knock my confidence. People be trying to knock other people's confidence down. They
Okay.
want to drain your energy. Them are called energy drainers. Energy, they're
All
vampires.
right.
They want to come
But
suck your energy, and it could be a bunch of false things. So sometimes you can't
it,
listen to every mouth that try to tell you about you
and
sometimes.
you're right. But wait, hold on. Let me finish. I didn't land the plane yet. My whole point is you have to judge people based off their character. You can't change a grown person. If you've seen that behavior before, that behavior continues until that person show you different. You understand what
Mm.
I'm saying? Y'all all
Mhm.
been around each other. Y'all all been on. Y'all started y'all friendship through toxicity. Y'all
Mm.
started arguing this and that, that and this. You understand?
Mm.
Where's the beautiful bond gonna come in at? So if you guys met on toxic behavior, it's gonna end in toxic behavior because that's what draws y'all attention. You understand what I'm
Mm.
saying? And you can't
Mm.
expect nobody to act any different because the same characteristics you're seeing now is the same from the beginning. It's nothing different.
Mm.
And
Mhm.
everybody got to be held accountable. You too, Phil. You the oldest. You understand? You know you my bro, and I point shit out with you too. The
I agree with Mo
subliminals
on
and
that
this.
one.
Wait, let me,
I do too.
yeah, the subliminals and this and that. That's immature. And last
Mhm.
night I
Phil.
seen a lot of
Mm.
immature. The only one I seen that was mature is Jazz. He was getting straight to the point. What did I do? I asked you guys a question. Why y'all doing this? Why y'all saying that? Everybody was once again against Jazz. And like I said, it was just crazy because I'm like, damn, they sitting here saying this to Jazz, and all she doing is asking a simple question. Then Phil, I thought you would come up and clear it up, but you came up and you kind of put band-aids on it instead of putting icing on the cake. You got to be straight up and
But
brutally
you
honest.
but
You can't
Mo,
sit there and
because you
No,
gotta
no,
wait, wait, wait,
but
wait,
feel
wait, Jazz. Look, 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 look.
okay.
I just want to land there and I'm gonna leave. You can't sit there and put a band-aid on a wound that needs stitches.
that's true.
You can't. It'll never heal. You
But
feel what
but
I'm saying?
but
And what I'm
but
saying by that, you was a common denominator. You should have came up there with alpha energy and put your foot down and shut it all down
that
without
was
sugarcoating it to hurt anybody's
but
feelings. That's what I saw.
but I didn't sugarcoat nobody's feelings, but at the same time, that wasn't my honesty to give. The truths that need to be said aren't from. It's not my job to tell them. The people that claim that they're somebody's friend or was somebody's friend or felt these ways need to be open and honest so they can get past it. I feel as though it's the whole thing was stupid. I feel like the whole thing is childish, and I feel as though and I said that, and I feel as though that people need to be open and honest about what they really feel, even if what they're feeling is wrong or thinking is wrong. They need to be open and honest to the person that they call friend, lover, whatever, in the case may be. Because
So let me ask you a question, all right?
sure,
How many people see that to me sort of kind of do you feel like everybody is like that or is a certain person like that?
you talking about me?
Yes, I'm
You talking
asking
to me?
you, Phil. Do you feel like that's for everybody or that's just for a certain person?
I feel well, both. I feel like everybody can need to keep it 100, and especially to the one person need to learn how to really keep it 100 and stop throwing your rocks and hiding your hand. And
Now, that's what I'm talking about. The subliminal. See,
it's not
Jazz
subliminal.
approach. Wait, Jazz approach
That
her
is a sub.
situation
Not for nothing.
straight up. It's a
I didn't-
sub. Listen to me. Listen to me. Let me finish. I'm not saying nothing wrong.
Okay.
Across the board, if y'all supposed to be associates, because none of y'all friends. Y'all just met each other about a year ago. You understand what I'm
Sure.
saying? Maybe two. And the way y'all
Mm.
met is through a lot of toxic content.
Mhm.
You understand what I'm saying? Y'all didn't meet on we was on a cruise and I met a good couple and this and that and we go on vacations together. Y'all met
Right.
on toxic content, which is a content creator did and he did a great job by doing it. It kept y'all together. You know, I just want to get that off my chest for they run back and say a lie. But at the end of the day, and I told Jazz this when I came up with her before, be mindful and pay attention to who you call your friends, from Rose to
Mm-hmm.
Nicole to everybody. Stop
Mm-hmm.
accepting everybody as your friends. These people are your
That's a fact.
associates
That's
until
a
they
fact.
earn a friendship. And just because somebody tells you they personal vendettas, don't mean they're your friend. That's just a
Facts.
person fine. You just an ear for them to, for
Mm-hmm.
them to bitch. That don't mean that's your friend. So you guys are taking this friendly word. So I don't have,
Yeah.
my friends been around me since I was kids. And no disrespect to anybody,
No, I
a
agree.
lot of y'all are good associates. We might be business associates, we might be cordial associates, but it take a lot for me to say, yo, you're my friend. It take a whole lot. Because the worst thing in the world is for a friend to turn their back on you. But a lot of you guys don't understand what friends is. That's why y'all got a lot of associates turning their backs on you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Mm.
I definitely get what
So
you're
on
saying.
that note, I got to get back to work, and I just wanted to
Mo.
drop that. Yes, ma'am.
Not yes, ma'am.
Oh
She
my
about to
God.
tell me the dream she had about me last night, and she
Stay
squirted
on
all over the
topic. Stay
place.
on topic. Stay on topic.
I hope you have an amazing day, Mo.
The way
Thank you,
Jazz
Shy Baby.
handled
You're
that
welcome.
situation looked like she couldn't wait for that moment. A real friend would be more laid back and calm, but can't tell people how to react. Nora, why you keep on making it seem like
Hold
the
on, hold
way
on, hold
I
on. No, whoever you are, pretty pause land. Why don't you came up? Why don't you came up? Because I feel
I
like
Word,
think,
because there's a lot to
you
say.
you
and I
fall
they
you
think
keep
fall.
it
saying
was
that,
a
they
Hold on,
making it
lot.
hold on,
seem
hold
like
on, Mo.
everything
Hold
I
on,
done
Mo.
is I
Hold on,
did this, I did that.
hold on,
Who are
Jazz.
you?
Pretty pause lands. I think you making an assumption off of what you saw partially and don't know the full scope of things, and you kind of just taking it one sided. And I think I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot. Everybody got their opinion. Somebody's gonna stand on this side. Somebody's gonna stand on this side. Some people gonna stand in the middle. But it's a lot.
All right. And
I
I'm gonna say
But
one
go
more
ahead,
thing
Mo. Sorry.
before I leave, Phil, because y'all cut me off. And another thing is stop looking to social media, right, for therapy.
For validation.
Stop looking for validation. Stop looking for therapy. Stop looking for doctors. Stop looking for therapists. Stop looking for God. Stop looking for people to praise on social media. These people are people you watch over your phone. And when you hang up, you barely see nor hear from any of them again until you pick up your phone again.
wait,
Social
Mo,
media
can I?
people is not God. Social media people is not therapists. These guys are not, like you guys praise the wrong thing. This is entertainment purposes only.
See, I
You
don't like when
understand?
people say that though, Mo, because like what
Me
if you
No,
either.
could meet a good
Me either.
person?
Because
What if you could
everybody
meet a
don't gotta
good
be
person on
influencer.
social media?
Yeah,
Right.
some
What if I
people they think
okay,
sorry.
then you
you
know
do
what
stuff
you
for
do. Then you
validation.
know what you do, Sean. Then you know what
Mm.
you do. You invite them into your real world. Okay, let's stop doing social media. Let's meet up. Let's go out. Let's have some drinks. Let's get to know each other personal, one on one, person to person. You
Okay,
understand? You
I
can't sit
understand
there
that
and be
part.
my friend and all we do is speak on Instagram.
Right.
You're not my friend.
Right,
All we
right.
do
You
is
saying that
talk on the
word.
phone. I never
But I
seen
feel
you
like
in
it's
person, so you're
words
not
are
my friend.
words. I could tell somebody I love them right now. Just cause I tell you I love you don't mean you ain't that you ain't gonna fucking do no crazy shit to me. Like
Yeah.
I love everybody. I really say,
Love is
y'all,
an
I fuck with.
action, Jazz. Love is something that you
It
feel.
is.
Love is
That's the
something that
word
people
friend is
show.
too.
It's
But
not something that people show. You
they
feel
made
me? I mean, it's not something people
the new
say. Sorry
generation
about
say this shit so much. Mo, I get what you're saying. I definitely get it with that friend. Cause
Yeah, I
that. Nigga,
get
I
it
that.
could
became
love
a
Yeah.
you in
thing where it be
2
like,
days
friend,
and
I'm talking
can't
about
stand
since
you.
like 2013, it became a thing. When they be like, hey friend, what's up, friend? You here today?
Yeah,
Friend,
that's
friend.
true.
It been a thing. So I don't ever look at just saying that
Come on,
word.
the
It's
birds.
deeper than that. It's actions.
Hmm.
We gonna know who a
Listen, just
friend.
so
That shit
once
gonna
y'all, a
eventually
lot of
show.
people, a lot of us is building a bond to become
Right.
good friends. You
Yeah.
understand? And
Hmm.
some of our bonds is very strong. We talk
Right.
a little more than a lot of others. Off scene. That's how you
That
become
friend roll
somebody's
list as
friend.
fuck.
You
Right.
feel what
No,
I'm
I agree.
saying? When that bond is strong enough, like I could go at Phil all day on the internet, but
Hmm.
behind the scenes we probably joke and laugh. Me and Face did it,
So
and
are
I
you and
loved
Phil
it.
That's a
friends?
fact.
Face,
That's a
Are you and
fact.
friend?
listen, me and King Face did it, and that was my heart. We argued on the internet, yin and yang all day. Told me when I was wrong, told him I was wrong, but nothing could come in between me and that brother in the streets.
So are you and Phil friends? Is this a friendship? I just want to understand something because y'all on the
Exactly.
internet.
Me and Phil is cool as a bond that we building as brothers,
Is
and
that a
he's a dope
friendship?
person.
Anthony?
Listen, like I explained it. Ain't enough time
That ain't
equated
sure
to
that's
be my
fine.
friend.
That's
No,
fine.
real talk. We ain't
Are you
spending
my
that.
friend, Mo?
Listen, and
I'm
Phil as an
saying.
adult, hold on, and Phil as an adult would say the same thing. We didn't spend enough personal time in life for me to say that's my
That's
friend.
true. That's
Anything can
true.
happen.
That's true.
That's my associate. He's a good brother. I associate with Phil.
Are you my friend, Mo? Are you my friend?
Maybe women are just, I will say maybe women are a little different because if I say yo Jazz, like the first time I seen, this is just example, when I seen Jazz, like, it was through the network, whatever, but like it was like the tail end of it, and I just really started liking her personality. So now what you're saying to me is it's like, well, Jazz is only on the internet shy, but Jazz and Carrie, by the way, have given me great like advice throughout this time, but I've never hung out with them. So what does that make them then?
Um,
I've never hung out with them, but I do have.
associates that you
That
consider
made
like
listen.
associates that you consider
That made
yourself
them
like.
great advice givers. That are
What
dope
the fuck?
associates until y'all become friends.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
What
yeah, associates
does
that
that
you can
even
see
mean?
yourself being friends with.
Okay.
And Carrielle, I know you probably here under another page. Come on up, have a conversation if you so choose. You don't have to, but
I just
Yeah,
feel like
it's
you can meet some amazing
See,
people anywhere you
Phil,
go.
they were doing with the shot. She's not in here commenting. Don't mention her.
no, no,
If
no,
she
no,
was in
no,
here commenting,
no, no, no,
nah,
no,
nah, that's just,
no,
no,
no, no.
brother,
Hold on,
that's
hold on, hold
wrong.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
That's wrong,
She,
brother.
hold on, no. She herself said that she was in here under another page just what night before last in the midst of this.
I know, but
So
it shouldn't take you to
that
call her out if she's not saying nothing. That's
no.
shots.
What I'm saying is, I'm giving equal footing as the floor. That if she wants to come up and say something,
But
that she
she's
can
not
come up.
here though, brother. You get what I'm saying? You can
Says you
comment.
because she's not visible, but that does
Okay,
not mean
if
she's
she's
not
not
here.
visible, if she want to be visible, she be visible. That don't mean for Casper to call the ghost out. You're not
Yo, not
Ghostbusters.
Casper. Mo.
Come
Mo.
on,
Sit
bro.
down.
Phil, they saying you starting a
A
fire,
brother
Phil.
10 damn shades darker, always talking about
Come on, Casper. You sitting there starting shit. Okay, yo,
I know
she's not
that
in here to defend herself.
that's not what
No,
I'm
it
doing.
is, Phil. I know,
Hold
but
on.
you
No,
gotta
no, 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 no.
understand, it
Listen,
is.
All jokes aside, no. I wanted it to come across as if this is an equal footing where if anybody wants to come up and say their piece. And I know personally that she's in here a lot more than y'all realize that she's in here, whether she says something or not. So the same thing people said last night, Phil, are you in here? When I wasn't on my page, that's the same thing I'm doing. It wasn't to be messy. It's to say, if you would like to come up here and talk, you can. You don't have to feel like you can't say what you want to say or whatever the case may be. Come on up, come on in.
I
That's
think
that's
if she knows, so
that's
she can
what it
say
is. So
stuff.
it's not me poking the bear or trying to stir up.
Phil never migrated his situation with Carrie and others from IG to YouTube, but he migrated Jazz and Carrie situation. Yes, he did.
How to first of
He
all,
did
I didn't
though.
Positive vibes,
hold on,
Phil. Positive vibes, Phil.
hold on.
Phil, positive vibes,
Of
baby.
course. First
No,
of
I do
Okay,
all,
this all
thank
the
you.
time. We
first of
just did it
all,
with the shy shit.
first of
Shire
all, I
evolution.
migrated. I've been talked about on
Hmm.
here in regards to her multitude of times on the morning show and on Field of Love. So stop that bullshiggery. Stop it. And no, I'm not. I'm not trying to. I would hope that they at some point uh, are able to get through this,
Ash,
whatever
get through
the
this.
case
Yeah.
may be. If they don't, that such is life. But I pray that they do. And that's why I left off last night saying that I think they should go to God about it and really, uh, do some self-assessment, those that need it, and then come back to the table and have the conversations properly that need to be given or had so that, y'all can decide truly if a friendship is what's in the future or not. That's it. So stop the bullshit. I got somebody else to bring in. Ty, I apologize for having you hold on for so long. Um, it's a lot of
Hi, pretty
personalness
lady.
to
Hi,
call
Aw.
into.
lady.
Hello. Hi,
How you
beautiful.
doing?
Hi.
I'm doing good, but y'all wearing me down because this is a lot of
Mm-mm-mm.
energy. This is a lot of energy. It's just unnecessary, in my opinion. And I mean, I'm not judging anybody, but I'm just saying that a lot of us, we just got to leave the negativity alone. It's just too much unnecessary energy. I'm a mental health therapist. I'm a life coach. And what I try to do is to help our people come together. And as long as we're attacking the problem, the person and not the problem, it just gets too much in the way. And in terms of loyalty, here's the thing about that. As humans, we all have come through this timeline, right? And coming through our life timeline, I know I've dealt with trauma. You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of times we can project. I come from foster care. So my definition of loyalty was like, you can never say no to me, right? Now
Right,
I had
right,
to, hello, because if you said no, it's like you just like them. You know what
right,
I'm saying? You just like everybody else. You like my mom, you like whatever,
right,
right?
right,
So I
right.
had to learn
Wow.
I had to learn at a young age, well, as I got into college and started losing relationships, that girl, your idea of what loyalty constitute is based on trauma, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm.
until I got
Mm-hmm.
really real with myself and had a real conversation with myself and say, hey, Todd, this is your friend. She may change her mind and not go to the movies with you, but that doesn't make her not be your friend. So
Right.
a lot of it is individual development, you know what I'm saying? And then you get into relationship with people who have their own trauma. And just because you was in a house and you wasn't in foster care don't mean you have not been traumatized, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because we
Right.
live in a society, right? And we take all of that in, right? And if we're
Mm.
taking all of that in, that's shaping us. When we looking at what we see as loyalty, let's just say in hip hop, right? Oh, they ain't
Mm-hmm.
loyal, this ain't loyal. You're getting all this inside definition of what you now constitute what's loyal. So let's go back to the basic. Let's look at the definition of what an individual believes as loyalty,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then
Mm-hmm.
that gets projected, right? Onto the people that you're in relationship with. Now they coming in and everybody, well, why are you acting like that? Why you listen? Let's stop saying why and let's start saying what. That's a
Right.
key word. What is causing you to see? That's not my motive. Why are you projecting that onto me? But
Mm.
nobody takes the time out to tap into somebody. My friends, they tell me the truth. Okay. They be like, girl, you're going too far. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
And
guess
that's
what?
how it should
Can
be.
I?
But
Yep.
but here's the other piece to this, though, before I forget to say this. A
Mhm.
lot of times we think the way our definition is as a friend, that's, oh, I got to tell them because I'm their friend. That's
Right.
a
Mhm.
mental health distortion, actually, right? Because it's a should mindset. Well, if I'm their friend and this is what it looks like, then this is what I got to do because this is what I saw my mama and them do. That's what I see people in the hood do. Let's keep it real, right? But guess what? Just because you're somebody's friend don't mean that you gotta tell them everything. They may not want to know, and they have a
Mm.
right not to know,
Right.
right? So
Right.
there's certain friends that I know. I used to always talk to my girlfriend about her men situations, but I realized girl ain't wanted to know. Girl did not want to know. So I had to learn to set healthy boundaries, even
Mm.
within my friendship. Did that make me less of a friend? Because I told her I'm looking at old dude like he ain't right, and I heard some things about him, but she didn't want to hear it. So I had to, being a friend is learning the other person as well and learning their mannerisms and how they was brought up and not just putting what we think is best for them onto them. And a lot of times we do that. And when they reject it, it's like, oh, they not my friend because I can't keep it real with them. No, it might mean that you need to mind your business. It
Right.
might mean that that's not the friend that you could have those kind of conversations with. But
Conversation.
I know if I'm down and out, I've been homeless. I've lived with all my friends in college and in grad school. Guess who opened up their homes to me?
Mm.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Guess who got
Right.
their mother to let me stay with them? So we have this all or nothing mindset, right?
Right.
If it's not like how we have it in our head, then that doesn't constitute loyalty, right? But guess
Mm-hmm.
what? That there's a whole middle, right? There's a whole middle, and in that middle, that's where there are shades of gray. So I think a lot of times when we are projecting all this energy onto what I think somebody needs to be and how I think they need to show up, we first need to look at ourselves and make sure that our expectations are realistic.
Right.
That,
Right.
that's
I,
Uh,
big. I like that one.
can
I
Right.
I
like that.
just speak to the fact of loyalty on Instagram since I know that's where we kind of was at. With
No, we talking about loyalty in general, not just IG.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry because we were talking about Instagram friends and stuff. Well, okay. So loyalty in general. Then I'll stick there. So I don't have technically when I came into this whole thing allegiance with nobody, right? But after the situation that I peeped for myself, that I saw with like Jazz and Phil and stuff, I did do the whole pick a side loyalty thing. I didn't
Mhm.
have to, but I don't know Phil in real life. I don't know Jazz in real life, but I definitely said I'm never coming back on that other side again, and I never have. I've never came back up on that other side because I felt like I wanted to give my loyalty to Jazz and Phil and Caviella, whatever. So that's to me another level of loyalty. I never met, and just going back to what Mo said about, I was sticking in my head about real life people, and it's like I never did that. So loyalty and friendship can be built. It can be built. It's just dependent on who you are, I think, at your core. Like, are you a loyal person to begin with? Is that your vibe? Is that like, are you even honest with yourself, like I said earlier? So it's like I decided to be loyal to who I want to be loyal to. And it
Mhm.
shows.
And then
Like you said, it's in the actions.
yeah, and then my thing is when something is right, when something is right and the other's party or the other side that already said that this person didn't lie about anything, that this literally what happened and it was the wrong thing. Do what's right in your heart. You ain't got to pick a side. I'm not never forcing nobody pick my side, this and that. Do what's right. You're not finna sit there and say, oh, I picked your side, so Jazz, you gotta be loyal to me, or you gotta do this,
Right,
this
right.
because I had your back. Have
Hmm.
my back because it's right. Don't do it for any other reasons. You get what I'm saying? Like, why not? Like, that's what I would do. If you're right, you're right. You're wrong, you're wrong. Especially if the other side already told you that I was right. You get what I'm saying? Do it for
They
your
t-
own reasons.
I was told to pick a side with this show. Okay, that was weird to me. It was weird because I'm
Yeah,
like you
I
said,
never asked
I
people to
never
pick a
pick a
side.
person the with the ex co-host. I've never met none of y'all in person, but behind the scenes, I was told to pick a
Ty, don't
side.
mind them, Ty. They crazy. They're my
I
Oh
was
college
no,
told to
I
pick a
cousins.
listen.
side.
I was heading to the gym, but I'm all about not camming up. If I'm going to cam up, I cam up.
Hey, I
I
love
just
it.
threw
Come
my
on,
hair
go ahead.
together. They
You,
said
we
my
And
hair
need
I
looked like a
we need a
hat.
apologize.
grown up.
I
We
apologize.
need we need some
Group,
more
this
grown
group
ups
is
in this
different. This
motherfucker. That
group is different.
yeah, for
I'll
real.
make sure my hair right the next
No, you
one we
good, Desi.
on.
You
You good,
good.
girl?
You
Forget
good.
them. Forget them.
You
They be
good.
they. That's how they is. That's how they greet you. That's just how
Yeah,
they
you
is.
good. This group is just different. Till they get to know you different. That's
It's
all.
But
okay.
yeah,
But
It's
I
okay. What
appreciate
y'all want
that.
me to do?
I
I was
appreciate
told to pick a side, and I think that on from not even knowing a person in person, I was told to pick a side when it came to friend suppose. That's why I said, what is it on the internet then? What are these people that I talk to in the comments? What is it? Y'all saying associates. Okay. I was told to pick a side between associates in the comments, and I'm like, what? So like it's just weird.
people generally have a delusion of grandeur when it comes to what they own, whose is theirs, whose is not, what power they have,
You took my
etc.
time.
And it's crazy because it's like, who are you to say don't go to this person's page or not? Who are you to say don't be friends with this person or not? Who are you to say support this person or not support this person?
That
Especially
part.
when there's nothing concrete, no real detrimental situation, like this person is a R word, or this person is a child M word, or this person beats women, or this person does this and the third. Outside of really harmful and wicked things, who are you, anybody, to tell somebody you should not be friends with somebody or be associates with somebody because I have a disagreement with that person? Especially when the disagreement from the outside or the third party looking in is minute, is here. Even though one person might be exacerbating it or seeing it as something huge, who are they to tell somebody else that they are not to cam up with, talk to, be friends with, be associates with? People need to self-assess and take accountability for their own things. Stop
That part.
always looking outward at everybody else and the bullshittery that they got going on, and look at their own bullshittery and get that in order. Get that together first. When you're able to get yourself together, then you can either give counsel and or really fully assess what somebody else got going on. And like Ty said, and even with that, sometimes you got to learn to just let things be and let people. Sometimes you got to let people go through what they got to go through, because no matter what you say or do, they're not willing to hear it or want to take heed or listen to the advice because of past issues, hurts, traumas, and such that might keep a block or a blinder up when it comes to them listening or hearing you, even as a true friend. True friend. But I'll say this also: if you want a true friend, you got to be a true friend. You want a
That
true
part.
lover, you got to be a true lover. You want a true spouse, you got to be a true spouse. Be be the general things of the things that you want. That we all are different, but be that in the sense of I'm gonna be a good friend to somebody I want to be a good friend to me. Be that.
Absolutely.
Be that.
Absolutely. But I also think I always like to say no problem, no practice. Right.
No
And
problem.
so I don't know how you're gonna show up when life hits. And to me, that's my definition of true core friendship, right? When life hits, then I need to see how are you showing up. You know what I'm saying? Now there are certain friends that I have that, or I would even say associates that I have that I had to learn that I had to change with the change. And sometimes people think, oh, well, I've been friends with this person since childhood. Well, we ain't in childhood no more. I know I ain't. And don't do that. I'll be
That
50
part.
soon. Don't push it. Don't push it yet in the comments. They like, yeah,
You
she like
good.
50. Auntie. Yeah, I'll be 50 in March. Don't do that. Don't do that. They funny. I love it. But because I like to laugh too. So I get it. But at the end of the day, I have to change. So if I see that for me in the past or where I'm in life now, it doesn't fit. Sometimes we don't know how to change with the change. And we want the loyalty that we want a person to kind of translate into now. And it doesn't always work that way, right? So every stage in life may require something else. Maybe back in the day, I want to sit around and talk about the messy stuff. But at 49, I don't want to talk about none of that. I'm talking about let's get together. Let's see how we can build community. Let's see how we can build legacy. Let's see how we can, do some
That
other
part.
things. And that doesn't mean that I see you less as a good person, but the needs that I have at this stage of life, what you're presenting to me doesn't line up with the needs that I have, and I see a lot of people on social media who build their whole platform around tearing each other down. It's not about that. We don't have time for that.
Exactly.
Y'all think what happened in that other country won't come here? We gotta get it together. We don't have time to be pointing fingers and seeing who's saying what. Who cares? I don't give two craps. Y'all can talk about my hair. Y'all can talk about my outfit. As long as I wake up every day and I can breathe and I can eat what I want to eat and live life freely. You think people over in those other countries worrying about what somebody looking like? They're worrying about if they'll be able to get out their house safely or get out whatever shelter they're under safely. I think as a people, we worry about the wrong shit. I'm sorry. We need to be combining our efforts. Everybody on here has a gift. Even people in the comments, y'all need to be use your gift to build up the community. What are you doing besides jumping on social media and having just unproductive conversations? Then we have a shortage of teachers. We have people coming out our educational system, but we sitting up here caring about who said what on a live. That's bullshit. That's why I've come off of social media so much, because we're not talking about the real stuff.
You know why I kind of I agree with everything you said, but sometimes stuff needs to be, you just said something to practice problem. And sometimes people need to see real situations with real people. We all been around each other for about 3 years now doing this and all that. And they watching a lot of different things unfold, because a lot of different characters and different emotions. And basically because people go through this also outside the internet. They basically watching kind of like a family get into it, go through certain things, have their ups and downs and all that stuff, and seeing how people go about it. So sometimes I feel like we need real reality TV. See, this is
well,
real.
We have a lot of that, but what is the solution?
See that shit, but that stuff for
the
the reality
solution.
TV, most people not giving a solution with that. It's not. It's with that. It's resorting to fighting. Everybody want to get physical. Who's going to come break down and let our people know what the real problem is? What the real problem with, if I got a friend or somebody that's going through something, why would I add more stress when I know you, Ty, Shy, or Phil going through so much personal shit? Why would I add more shit on you about, I feel like you're neglecting me, or I feel like that? I'm not finna do that on my person, because I don't know. I know you probably going through shit, friend. You taking care of this and that. I'm not finna add how I feel about you on top of my shit if I feel someone neglected or got these thoughts in my head that's not true about you. I just won't do that to a friend. I won't do that to none of y'all. If y'all going through stuff, I'm gonna give y'all grace to heal and get your life right, get whatever you got going on. And when it's time, we gonna end up linking and we gonna talk. I'm not finna throw more shit on top of what you're going through.
Well, here's
It's
the
not
thing.
real.
Social media is a real tricky thing, right? Because a lot of times people coming on here, people can come at them or whatever, and people can go home and take that stuff real literally and harm themselves, right? So you got to be careful. We all have to be careful with our words. And I understand that can happen in person as well. But if you don't have contact with that person, you don't know what people are going through behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So that's
true.
why my whole thing when I come on here is to encourage people. Period. I'm
Yes.
not getting caught up in problems. I used to. I'm gonna be honest because you get into the habit. Somebody say something, you say something back, like don't come, but it's wasted energy. We've been talking about stuff for 2 hours and 7 minutes. Is it 7 seconds or 7 minutes? Right? We've been
7 minutes.
talking
Yeah.
about this.
No
Let me
different
tell.
topics.
Let me tell 7 minutes. So
It's different
we've been
topics
talking
too.
about it, and I want to know what's the solution. If something happened, how are we trying to fix it? What is the efforts in terms of rekindling a relationship, or just what is the problem and how can we fix it?
Well,
Period.
if all parties not here with the problem, I'm one of the people that's a part of it. If all parties not here, then it won't get resolved like that. But we
Mhm.
will give dialogue to our supporters and the people that view and watch everything. We will give dialogue about it because that's what we do, especially when something is going on.
I,
Well,
I'm
I want
sorry.
to pay Phil a compliment
Yeah,
because
my throat
before
gone.
I go, I'm gonna get off here so y'all can get off my hair. I'm gonna go get my hair braided.
It's
Y'all leave
okay.
me alone.
Where
Right?
you from?
They said
Where
they
you
love my
from, App?
Don. They love my Don King. Don't do that. But
Where you from? Todd, where you from?
I'm from Jersey.
You from Jersey? Oh, okay, okay.
Yes. Phil, I love how you speak. First of all,
thank you.
I
I
love
appreciate
how you speak. I love how you are a gem. I understand that you try to play the balance. Sometimes you definitely want to open up a stage for people to have free will to talk and things like that. But I like also. I was on another live. I won't say which one because I won't bring up nothing. But
you
I
can say.
also want you to understand. I don't I don't want to bring that up.
Okay.
That's a lot. That was a lot. But I want to
Okay.
say to you though, Phil, that you definitely have to learn how to preserve your energy
Mm, mm.
because some stuff doesn't require all of that energy. It just doesn't. No matter how much you try to explain, over explain, give example PowerPoint presentations, people are just not going to get it because they don't want to get it. So that's my only feedback to you. You got to know how to tap into, once you see that you've said what you needed to say, like you like to say, land a plane, you got to stop overextending yourself on people. And I'm not saying that they won't grow or don't need to grow. And I'm not saying that you don't need to grow. We all need to grow. But I think that you over explain because you have that big heart. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
Oh,
saying to you, you got to learn balance. Yes, say what you need to say, but you got to land a plane because
Mm.
I think that people like myself and other people, we don't want to hear. Yes, we come on here to hear you because you're good at what you do, but sometimes it only keeps adding to stuff. You don't, this is your show. When people come up here, they come up here because it's your show, right? And I'm not saying that you can't give other people room and space to say what they need to say, but I think that you have to look at how can you balance out your energy because you spend way too much time on it. You know what I'm saying? And that if
I
I had
respect.
to give you feedback, that's what it would it be. Have your points that you want to make about it because you started this whole live off talking about let's not get into the crevices. And I tell my clients all the time, let's not get into the weeds of the situation. What's the problem? And what are we doing to work towards a solution? Right? If you have an issue with somebody else, fine, you wanted to share show, you need to share it. But once you do that, because you're trying to provide clarity or whatever, let it rock. Let it just stay where it is. Because we gotta learn, and my last point, I feel like a pastor. We gotta
No,
learn to
preach.
leave people at the point of where they are.
Mm.
We
Mm.
gotta love them. I got a mama like that. I told you I grew up in foster care. I love
Preach.
my mama, but my mama is just a love her
Preach.
dearly. I take
Preach.
care of her. She put me out on the porch at 9, which I'm doing a documentary about. She put me on the porch at 9 with everything I had. So that's why I don't care about what nobody had to say about me, right? And here's the thing. I now have to take care of her in her older age, right? Because that's how God works. But guess what?
Mm-hmm.
I love my mother. I know my mother don't have the skill set to parent me. She
Right.
never had it. She
Right.
never had it. But my expectation was, you, mom, you supposed to have it, right? And that could have killed me, literally. Killed me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I lived my life so angry at her when she could not give it to me because she didn't have it from her mother, right? So I
Mm-hmm.
have to learn to love my mama. Mama be lying, she off the chain. I have to love my mother like, that's just KK. That's her. I love you, mama. You want to play Uno? Because my mama funny, but mama gonna lie. Mama not gonna tell the truth, right? So I gotta love my mama from
Where
right there.
she is. Yeah, where she is.
That's
yeah.
it. So when you learn that, you're gonna even go even further because you don't need to waste all that because it'll suck up your creativity. It'll zap your energy.
Mm.
It'll isolate people that want to come and deal with your platform who really have things that they want to bring to add, not subtract. Right? So that's all I'm going to say to you. And that's the reason why I came on this live today, really, is to share that along with those other points. Okay.
I appreciate that. I respect that. And thank you so much. And
You're very welcome.
you're welcome.
All right. Auntie figured out how to get on YouTube. Don't do that to me, y'all. I'm about to get off of here.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Lovely meeting you all. Phil, you already know what it is. See you later.
All right.
Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you all.
That was so beautiful.
That was so nice.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what? Mo's back.
That was
What the
so
hell
That was
you
so
doing?
nice.
That was.
She got,
Here he go. Here he
She
go.
got some nice lips too. I do some
Oh my
strange
God, here we go.
things to you, lady.
So just right in front of my face, Mo? That's what we doing?
I do
Mo,
Oh
so
some
my
right in front of my
strange
face?
things to you, lady, with all that positivity you giving up here.
Stop. Oh my God.
So Mo, right in front of my face, though? That's what we doing?
Man, Shama.
That's what we
Listen,
doing, though?
baby. Now listen, I'm listening, man. I'm listening at that Bob Marley Bob was, man. What they call it? Don King
It's you
Bob.
for me, Shy.
Oh.
It's you for me, Shy.
But what I did,
Lips is doing it
You
for me,
flirting with
baby.
Mo right here is insane. You funny. As
cause Mo be
Listen,
acting up.
she coming over for Thanksgiving. She know I'm cooking. Listen, I'm making 3 sweet potato pies. I'm making potato
Yo, nah, I need a
salad,
recipe. I need a sweet
macaroni
potato pie
salad, beef
recipe.
ribs. You don't know how to make potato pie, sweet potato
Sweet
pie?
potato pie, I kind of mess it up. I make it too loose, so I think I do need a recipe for real. Like I don't like
Pause.
it. What is loose sweet potato pie? What
I'm
you want me to
making
do?
I'm making oxtail. See, I don't want no turkey. I'm over turkey because I don't eat pork. So I eat a lot of chicken and turkey. So I'm
No.
making oxtail, beef ribs, collard greens, potato salad,
Wait, you
macaroni and
cooking all
cheese.
that?
Yams.
Yeah, I started it last
Hey,
night. I started
can I
prepping
get
it
to the
last night.
yams? Sweet
I don't eat yams. I eat sweet
yams.
potato pie. I don't like yams.
All right, so I want a sweet potato pie. What's up?
You coming to get it, baby?
Just meet me outside. Just meet me outside. No.
No,
y'all can
no,
have it
no.
without J12.
Listen, anybody,
I just
Phil,
like barbecue. Oh, what's that?
What is
Ew.
that?
these are dry bananas. Anybody eat dry bananas? They so good.
They look like
Ew.
plantains, though.
Mo,
They
that's
look
like,
good.
Cereal. For a minute, I thought that was
Huh?
cereal in a
Right, it
bag.
look like cereal for
I
real.
thought it was a pound of weed.
No, it's
Oh
dry
shit.
bananas and dry
That's
bananas and peanuts. It's dry bananas and peanuts.
I like how Mo
Phil,
just
what's
like
the other
breathe here.
topics, Phil?
First of all, Night Rider, don't do me. Unless you're gonna come
Oh,
up
that's
here,
it.
don't do me. Wait, just real quick, guys. Who puts raisins in mac and cheese? And I don't put ricotta in my mac and cheese, y'all.
Disgusting.
Ew.
Disgusting.
First of all, no.
Child
Ew.
love.
Raisins.
Hell no. You got me all the way messed up.
Raisin and mac and cheese. I don't even like.
That's what Night Rider's talking about. He a chef. He
Look,
talking
I
about some
don't even
raisin and mac
like
and cheese.
shrimp and lobster and all that. I don't like jerk mac cheese. I don't like none of that. I like mac and
Just
cheese
the
alone. Yeah, I don't like jerk mac and cheese. I don't like shrimp mac and cheese. All this dumb shit
my
they
mac
do.
and cheese is lit. Wednesday, we having a cook-off. What's up?
You ain't ready. I hurt your feelings.
Okay,
Still
just the
Disney
mac
better
and
than
cheese part.
Jerry.
I'm not
I
great at
scared you
everything
last
else.
year, Mo, so I don't even want to hear that.
Oh,
I don't even
Mo,
want
he
to hear
did you
that.
dirty? He did
You
you
ain't do
dirty?
shit with that light skinned ass turkey.
No.
His daughter
You
made
on
the
the
other
phone.
one in the house.
Nah, you was on the phone with me when I was making the
And
other
your
two.
daughter
Nah.
made the other one, Phil.
Lobster
I
mac and cheese
saw
do
it.
be
We was
busting.
online.
How she make it? But you was on the phone with me.
Your daughter, you was giving
When I
her, you was telling her what to do, and she was making the
yeah.
turkey. You was online, bro. We was watching.
Benny,
We
what
was
you want to
you
bet?
You're right. All right.
What you
For
want to bet,
sure.
Night? I bet 100 on it. I bet 100 on it if I make mac and cheese and I come to DC and give it to you and Phil. Respectfully, not like that Afro Latina.
What?
Well,
You
you
a
single,
boss.
Phil. I don't got to talk like that to you.
Shy.
What?
Because they playing with me. They
What?
playing on my pipe
You
with my mac and
already know
cheese, bro.
you
I was
already
about to
know
take
Night
get a
Rider
taste
is the internet sniper.
All
No,
right.
that's why
You
I said
just
Look, hold
respectfully.
on,
His girl know
yeah.
what it is. I'm not doing that to him.
You already know
I'm
Night
sorry.
Rider is the
I said
internet
to
I ain't
sniper.
gonna lie,
Phil.
my mac and
One
cheese
mic.
busted too. Fuck y'all
See,
talking
there
about.
you go, Jazz. Yo, Jazz, what's up? I'm taking a road trip.
Shaw,
I'm
what I
out.
just say? One mic, Shaw. One mic.
I'm
One mic.
all right. You be yelling
We
at me. Calm down.
y'all just like listen.
Ah,
We about to bring
So
this.
now I sound like pigeons. That's what y'all say?
I'm about to say.
Yeah.
Complete.
Yo,
That's what
Phil
I'm about
really
to
be
say.
over me. It be funny.
No, I'm not. What I'm trying to say is we're about to come to the end of this wonderful conversation. Is there any final words that you all would like to give to the people watching, please?
I'll go
I
first.
go first. Oh damn. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, my bad. Cause my throat hurt. I'm drinking this tea. It ain't working. Goddamn. So yeah. Shout out to great morning show.
Thank you.
Great morning show. I rock with it, and I just want to say personally, I want Carrie to know if she is watching. I got no hard feelings towards you, bro. And yeah, this shit was lit, and I see y'all on Instagram.
Later, Jazzy.
Bye,
Jazzy,
y'all. Bye.
to the
Aw.
next episode. What was that?
Her voice is gone. She been in the studio.
I know, silly rabbit.
Okay, you want me to
Ooh,
go now?
Go ahead.
Yeah, Mo. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Mo.
Well, first of all, Shy, I know you gotta go in the bathroom and dry off. I understand. I make you wet, but pause.
That's why you
Look at
getting off
this.
first, so that way you can release yourself.
Stop.
I'm in a
Let him
truck,
talk.
man. Let me tell you.
He
Let him
did it
talk.
first.
Let him talk. You can mic
Fine.
Okay.
when he's finished. Thank you.
Like we said earlier, a friendship is earned.
That's a
Principles is everything. Trust is earned. You know what I
that's
mean? And stop trusting everybody you meet on the internet. They have to earn your trust. They're not your friends. You can be great associates, but they're not your friends. Shout out to that lady with the pretty lips. Okay,
So Mo, you want to be my
and
friend?
Sean, what did I
huh?
just tell you?
You want to be my friend?
Shy, you know what I do to my female friends?
I muted her. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. And that's it. Like at the end of the day, you guys met based off of content basics. So even the content creator who I love to death, that's my family. A lot of people was mad at him, but he was doing nothing but his job, being a content creator. Rather he was wrong or right. Wait, one second. No. Hold on. I'm gonna keep it real because you guys knew it was content. You understand what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you can't expect anything loyal out of content. Nothing. Especially from, like Jazz said earlier, reality TV is based off of ratchetness, views, and to make people do dumb shit. That's just what they do. You know what I mean? Anything personal that came out of it, anybody that got hurt out of that, listen, I apologize for that. But at the end of the day, you guys all knew it was content. What happened?
I'm just laughing because you said I apologize for that.
No, I do. I apologize. I apologize for the same. If anybody felt any way from my family platform because he's a content creator and that's what he does, and he's gonna do that until he stopped doing it. So anybody into his life, don't think you gaining a friend because he think like me. Nobody is my friend. Friendship has to be earned. So if you fall for the okey doke, it happens for content. And you, Phil, you does speak very well. The young lady with the pretty lips said that. You do speak very well. You understand? Long-winded sometimes. You know what I mean? Put me to sleep sometimes. You know what I mean?
What?
Get to the point sometime. Pause. That sounded crazy. That sounded like a Diddy moment. Never that.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, put me to
going?
sleep sound crazy, but I mean, I'll be listening like, yeah, this nigga ever gonna stop? And Shy, you can come get a slice of the sweet potato pie, but it costs.
How
That's
much
my
it
last
cost?
words. DM me, baby.
All right, buddy.
Oh, shit.
You bugged out, Mo. Guess what? You want to see a magic trick, Mo?
No, you should have been canned me down, nigga. I finished.
Oh, okay. Well, let's get out of
You
here
ain't
then.
even listen.
Get out of here then. Look, you got to tell me twice. You saw that? Now you see Mo, now you don't. Shalom. You got any final words finally?
Oh, may I speak, Sir Phil?
Yes, you may now.
Is it okay to speak, Sir Phil?
You see what
I'm just like, I'm playing. No, it was a cool show. It was dope. Thanks again as usual. You know, I'm crazy, but you put up with me, and I appreciate that.
You
And
good. You
but
good.
everybody, we gonna see. It's gonna be Thanksgiving Eve. I'm gonna be preparing some stuff. Make the coquito, making some sangria. I'm making I don't know some other alcohol stuff. But don't be hating on my mac and cheese, y'all. I don't put ricotta in there. It's only the Cracker Barrel cheddar and a little bit of Velveeta that my mother-in-law told me to do. Anyway, enjoy y'all Monday, y'all, and I will see y'all later. Peace and blessings to all.
Appreciate you, Shy. Appreciate you. She putting raisins in her mac and cheese, y'all. I don't know what the hell she talking about. Y'all be careful with that one there. Excuse me, in her mac and cheese. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, it's been another wonderful show. I feel like we all gotta look in our mirrors. We all gotta look in our mirrors and assess ourselves and find accountability in our shortcomings and hone in on the great qualities we see or know about ourselves and foster those and grow those. Um, Learn what the true meaning of friend means. Learn what the true meaning of love means. Learn how to be those things that you want others to be for and to you. Ask yourself, are you ready for friendship? Ask yourself, are you ready for love in a relationship? Ask yourself, am I prepared to do and be everything that's necessary to sustain these things honestly? Stop looking outwardly for the person to be more whole to you than you are to yourself. Ask yourself, can I be everything that I want somebody else to be to me? And from there, you can make a determination of if you're ready to be in a relationship, ready to be in a friendship, what type of friend you are. Are you, whatever the case may be, deal with your past, deal with your traumas, deal with the things that keep you bound so that you can be free to be the best person that you can be. This goes out to all of us. On that note, y'all know what I like to say. Smile, because you never know what it might do for somebody, including yourself. More importantly, love on somebody on purpose, with purpose. And even greater than that, I'm not anti-you. I'm pro-me with the emphasis on building we. So let that marinate your melon to the next time we can chop it up and have a tay-to-tay. Until that day, I'll holler. Listen, now get your asses up out of here, huh? Have a tay-to-tay and a tater-tot. Night Rider. Salute.